Hey guys, what's up? Nick here, and today I'm going to be giving my first impressions of the Nokia Lumia 520, which is my first Windows phone, so I'm very excited to give you guys my opinion about Windows Phone. And I've actually been quite hesitant to buy a Windows Phone in the past, just because there's not, many apps available, but Windows Phone is definitely catching up. There's Facebook, Twitter, Vine was recently added, in Instagram. I'm using 6tag because I like it better. I like the UI better. But speaking of UI, I really love Windows Phone's UI. I really love how smooth it is. It's very smooth. And this device right here in my hand is a Nokia Lumia 520. Which is an AT&T Go phone for $69, which I got at Radio Shack the other day. And so far, I'm pretty impressed. This phone has a Qualcomm dual-core 1 GHz processor with 512 megabytes of memory. Now, these specs might seem a little bit outdated, but really, Windows Phone doesn't really need that high of specs to run smoothly. It's very optimized. The software is optimized for the hardware. This device just runs really smoothly, and even just fast in general. I mean, swiping, even Internet Explorer runs really well too. This uses AT&T's 4G network HSPA Plus, which is pretty fast. And the awesome thing about HSPA Plus is you can use your phone and stream and, do a lot of web browsing and use a lot of data, but you won't end up going over your data plan since it's not using as much data as, LTE. But anyway, so getting further into this video about the phone and my first impressions. The display on here is a 480 by 800 resolution display with a pixel density of 233, and to be honest, the display does not look bad at all. It looks really good for the price, which was $69. Like I said, this is a really good display for $69. It certainly isn't Retina quality or like Super HD or anything like that. It's just a basic display, but I think the colors look good and the screen gets pretty bright. But speaking of display, though, one thing I have noticed is this display, it's kind of cheap feeling. The glass, sometimes after a long usage, if you're swiping and using the screen a lot, it starts to feel really almost like a hard plastic after a while because of all the fingerprints and built up residue on the display. It's certainly no Gorilla Glass, of course, because it is a cheap phone. And I mean, it is a cheap phone, so I mean, what can you expect for $69? But the display technology, the type of glass used is kind of cheap feeling at times. But one thing that is really awesome, though, about this the type of display that this device uses is that you can use this phone with gloves on, which is, I found to be pretty impressive. You can't use any other displays like this or on an iPhone or anything like that with gloves. So I think that's pretty cool if you're working outside or you're walking in the cold weather and you don't want to have to take a glove off to check your phone. So let's go ahead and talk about the build quality and my first impressions of the build quality, and I am very impressed with the build quality here. Nokia does a great job with build quality, and this is a cheap phone, and this is built very solid. It's the back is a matte finish. It's plastic, but it's a matte finish, so it feels premium and very solid and sturdy. It's a very sturdy device. I think Nokia does a great job with their build quality. This is a very sturdy feeling design here. It's plastic, like I said, but it feels quite premium in the hand. So the cool thing about this is you can actually pull off this back here. Let me move my camera out a bit here so you can see. We're gonna just open up the back here. And this is where you access your SIM card and micro SD. As you can see, the back comes off, and these are actually replaceable, so you can actually get these in different colors. And at Radio Shack, let's see if I can grab it. They were selling this phone as a bundle with an extra case and I think yeah, a micro SD card. So here is the a replaceable back case right here in a blue color. I forgot. I think it's cyan blue. But I think it's really awesome that they included this, and you can just throw it on the back here, and bam! It looks pretty awesome. You shouldn't have to worry about this back plastic cracking or scratching a lot or breaking, and if it does, you can always replace it, and it's not too expensive. And one gripe I have about this phone's build quality, though, is that these buttons on the side are kind of they're plastic and they're pretty cheap, but that's expected of a cheap phone, of course. But they feel sort of bulky in the hand. When you hold the phone with one hand, it kind of feels like you're going to accidentally press one of these buttons by accident. They just sort of make the phone feel a little cheaper and clunkier. But again, for 69 bucks or 70 bucks, normally not going to complain about something like that. I mean, you have to make sacrifices when you're buying or selling a cheap phone, when a manufacturer's selling a cheap phone. So let's get to the star of the show here, which is Windows Phone 8, which, like I said before, is pretty fast and smooth on this device. I haven't had any bits of lag yet, and it's just a simple, elegant, colorful looking user interface, and the app animations are nice, and it's just I think it's a nice UI and a nice operating system. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's just my personal preference. I like it. It's certainly not going to replace my Android over here, because I really like to have the ability to customize my phone, and I prefer Google services over Microsoft, but that's separate. But anyway, the user interface, though, very nice on here. Again, my opinion, so other people might think differently, but this platform is definitely one of the smoothest on the market, and there is no saying that it is not, because it is very, very smooth. So going further into this video, I guess I should talk about the camera a bit. The camera is a 5 megapixel autofocus camera that takes okay photos. I haven't really used the camera that much on this. I wouldn't expect anything high quality from this device, but there is a camera here in case you need to use it. I will include some sample pictures on my Google Plus page, which the link to that will be below. It also comes with 720p video, which I also have yet to try. I will have a sample of that as well on my Google Plus page for anyone interested in the video quality as well. So camera, I haven't used it all that much. I'm not really planning on using it all that much. Just for, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad camera. I just haven't really got the chance to be in a situation where I needed to take a photo with this phone yet. Again, I've only had this for about a day or two, so I mean, this is just my first impression. So so the biggest selling point of this device is by far the price more than anything else, and that is because of the $69.99 price, which is the Radio Shack AT&T Go phone version of this phone's price. So if you're in any other part of the world, I know this phone, there's a global version, so I can't speak for the price of the global version, but I know the AT&T Go phone version of this that you can get at Radio Shack is $69. So if you're on AT&T and you want to give Windows Phone a try, then I highly encourage checking out this device. You know, this is just a good way to get your feet wet with a new platform. So whether you need a backup phone, or you want a replacement phone, or you just want to try out Windows Phone for the first time, this is a really great buy for the price. I highly recommend it if you're looking for or trying out Windows Phone. Certainly, I don't know if I would use it as a daily driver phone. I wouldn't use it every day. It's kind of, the camera is kind of meh, and the screen's kind of meh, and I mean, I rely on a lot of Google services that I can't find on this device. But again, for the price point of someone who wants to try out Windows Phone, this is something to take a look at. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.